to know where you're meant. We can let the world just tear us in, light ourselves up when we're out of luck. All of my love in me was an illusion, till you made my world a new start. Turned me around when I had enough. And I know now that I'm not safe now without you, without you.
Hey, what is up guys? 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 here, and today we're looking at an incredible new set of lenses. These are the NiSi Athena Primes, a set of budget Cine lenses that have absolutely blown me away. We're talking about incredible optical performance, matching color tones, and matching physical design so that swapping lenses on a rig is easy with as little downtime as possible. When it comes to video productions, when a team needs cinema glass, they usually have to rent it because it's so expensive. So when you, as an individual shooter, can own a whole set of Cine glass yourself, that's considered budget friendly. In the Athena Primes, well, a single lens will run you around $1,000, while the full set of 5 will run you about $6,000. For the quality of the design and build and the incredible optical performance, if you're just looking for a quick yes or no, should you buy these lenses, I would say the answer is absolutely. These might be my favorite lenses I've shot on in a long time, and if you want to know why, let's talk about it. Starting off with the fun bit, image quality. In short, these lenses are superb. In a world where all the lens manufacturers right now are creating glass that give vintage characteristics, lenses that have a lot of artifacts or specific looks to them, it's really refreshing to see that NiSi has taken a different approach and instead are manufacturing lenses that are as clean as possible with as little artifacts and distortions as possible to give you a great starting point to create the look that you want. And starting with sharpness, all of these lenses are tack sharp in the centers with soft corners from T1.9 to T2.8. But similar to most lenses, as you stop down to T4, you hit peak sharpness on all of the lenses. While the 14mm is the weakest of the set when it comes to sharpness, the 25mm, 35mm, 50mm, and 85mm are all quite sharp, even wide open at T1.9, with the 85mm being arguably the sharpest lens of the set. There's also a few more focal lengths to be added to the Athena Prime range in 2024, including an 18mm, 40mm, and 135mm focal length. Contrast rendition on these lenses look really good. We're not talking about super crunchy contrast, instead the image gives off this depth of richness in both colors and tones. NiSi is heavily marketing that these lenses have a high micro contrast control. And while the term micro contrast is relatively new to me, what I can say is that I absolutely love the tonality in the images shot with these lenses. They often give off that 3D pop look that just makes your images look a lot more lifelike and maintains more details in the transitions from the areas of light to darkness. Optically, this entire set performs really well delivering clean images. There's very minimal, if any, vignetting, and chromatic aberration is pretty well controlled. Wide open, you might see some hints of blue or yellow fringing in the out-of-focus high contrast areas, mostly on the 25mm and 35mm lenses, but overall in real-world shooting scenarios, this is really hardly noticeable at all. And something else that you want in Cine glass is consistency between the lenses in your set. And I mean both physically with the lens design, the weight, the size, but also optically. I'm happy to say that the colors between these lenses are all very similar to one another, producing neutral tones with incredible contrast rendition. On top of that, the bokeh rendition on these lenses also look really pleasing. Overall, the bokeh is smooth and creamy and produced some of my favorite images I've shot to date. Not to mention, the lens flares from these lenses are also all very soft and unique. With the 14mm lens producing more of a circular flare with colors, the remainder of the set produces soft flares. One of the qualities of these lenses is that when wide open at T1.9, bright light sources cause this dreamy halation that, while some might find to be too much, I think is the perfect amount of bloom that adds a lot of character to your shots. And also, focus breathing on these lenses is really well controlled. I mean, you're not gonna get $30,000 RE Signature Prime levels of focus breathing control, but I mean, just look at these results. The focus breathing is almost non-existent, minimizing the distraction that a focus rack in your scene may cause. Next, let's talk about two unique features that come with these lenses from NiSi. The first feature is something that I really love about these lenses. They have a really good minimum close focus distance across all the lenses, but particularly on the 14, 25, and 35mm lenses, letting you get nice and close to your subjects, allowing you more creative freedom in how you frame your subjects. But if you want even closer focus than that, NiSi also sells these close-up lens kits for their Athena Primes as well, which are basically just really high quality diopters that'll let you get even closer minimum focus distance. The second feature that's unique to these lenses is that they feature the ability to utilize a drop-in filter system on the back of the lens. While having the ability to throw on a matte box or screw on a VND in the front of the lens is par for the course, these drop-in filter slots are even better for you when you want to keep your setup as small as possible. Something that is especially useful if you're using these lenses for a lot of gimbal work or for using on cameras like the Ronin 4D, which NiSi actually sells a PL to DX adapter specifically to pair these lenses with the Ronin 4D. Now back to the drop-in filters. According to some of the conversations I had with NiSi, they'll be selling a variety of filters to go with this system, including ND and VNDs. Now let's move on to the build quality of these lenses. The NiSi Athenas are really well built with premium feeling materials. The lens's housings are made out of metal and have a matte black finish for a professional look. The markings are in this really attractive fluorescent green that is super easy to read even from a distance. The aperture rings are smooth with a decent amount of resistance, and the focus rings are absolutely buttery smooth and easy to turn. The focus rings have a 300-degree focus throw, making minor focus adjustments super easy. This focus ring might be the best experience I've had for pulling focus on any of the lenses I've ever used, but the experience is made even smoother with a wireless follow focus like the Magic Fizz set from SmallRig. From a full-frame Cine lens perspective, the entire set is super compact. However, one of the most important things about this set of Cine lenses is the remarkable consistency between each of the lenses in the set. As with any good set of cinema lenses, these lenses all share almost identical designs with the same spacings between the follow focus and aperture ring gears. On top of that, they all weigh just around 800 grams. All the individual features I talked about before, like the smooth focus ring, the 300-degree focus throw, the design and mechanics of each of these lenses all remain very consistent to one another. Aside for the 14mm, all the lenses feature a 77mm front filter thread to easily use any screw-on NDs. The front diameter of the lenses are 80mm in case you have clamp-on matte boxes that you want to use instead. And like previously mentioned, these lenses come with the option to add the drop-in filter system in the back as well. The NiSi Athena Primes are currently available in E mount, RF mount, G mount, L mount, and a more universally friendly PL mount as well. Alright, so let's talk about pricing and my final thoughts on these lenses. Starting with the pricing, the 14mm lens in this set will run you about $1,348, while the rest of the lenses in the set, the 25mm, 35mm, 50mm, and 85mm will each run you about $1,198. If you're looking to pick up the full set, you're looking at around $5,798. While that does feel pricey initially, it's really not that far off from the cost of just owning a few Sony G Master lenses. If you're somebody that's building out their filmmaker kit and is looking for an affordable set of cinema glass that's ready for professional work and ready to deliver some high quality images, this set is for you. I've been shooting with them for a little over 3 weeks now, and I'm genuinely sad that I have to send these lenses back to NiSi. Not only are they some of the best manual focus lenses I've really ever used, they've also produced some of my favorite images I've shot to this day. Whether you're shooting a wedding film, a documentary, or a short film, these lenses will do your project justice. If you're interested in checking out the NiSi Athena Primes, links will be in the description down below. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to watch another video, here's a video that YouTube thought you would really enjoy. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.